And wait, was that the notification?
We're on.
Hey, BT Dubs, did you know that
That's it? We've gone straight into live.
Oh!
I get a little bit of a delay here.
We've gone straight into live, and there you go. The count's come up. The amount of people.
We're
We've
live.
got as usual. We've got nobody
Oh my
here.
God, we're
They
live.
never expect us this early.
Give me a chance, Dan. I ain't shared it yet.
No, they never expect us this early anyway, do they?
We're
Even
right
the
on
old
time.
contemptibles, the old block, never expect us this early.
Hang on.
Oh, it's 3 p.m. over here. This is about the time that you guys come on.
Yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Is it 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. where you are?
Yeah, they're
8
an hour.
o'clock here, yeah.
No, 2 hours ahead of us.
What about you, Eric? Where are you? What time are you? What's your time?
It's 2 o'clock right now.
2 o'clock.
It's 8 o'clock here, Dan.
8 o'clock. Oh,
Just
I think
in
they're
case
one
you
in and
didn't
one
know.
went. One went, and one came in, one went.
In it,
Same
one
one.
in and one out.
Same one,
One more
unfortunately. That's brought back to 0. They came on, see me.
Jesus
go
Christ
here
on a
and have
pogo stick, man. That was almost English, sir.
I know, do you know what? I can't understand it myself sometimes. Sometimes I have to sit down and think what I've said. It's still gobbledygook.
That's me. I always speak gobbledygook.
We all do on here.
Hey, if you think Dan's accent's bad, you should try Bry's. This is funny.
Oh.
Who's? Bryce. My God, yeah, Bryce.
I'm like trying to figure out what he's trying to say the whole time. I'm like, what?
Yeah, I'm like that, though. We're all like that with Bryce. We're all like that with Yorkshire, isn't he, Brian? We're like, what?
Is there a way to press 1 for English?
Well, yeah, no. Unfortunately, it'd be good if there was. Oh, we've got one person. Whoever's in the chat. Oh, there's 2 people. Oh, you're coming in thick and fast now. That means Viv's doing her job properly for a change.
Get it, Viv. That's my girl.
So good. If you can hear us loud and clear, if you would be kind enough to put a comment in the section in the chat, please, then we'll know that you can hear us. That'll be good. And I hope you've all had a jolly good week wherever you are on the planet, and you're all happy and healthy.
What if I'm not on the planet?
No, do you know what? Spiritually, I'm not. Mentally, I'm definitely not. So as you can see,
me? I sold my mind for a condom.
So this week we've got the lovely Catherine the Smurf Murphy. And you can hear her accent. She's got a lovely southern drawl. I love that accent.
Oh,
absolutely
God.
Beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. My favourite American accent. In fact, my favourite. If I could do that type of accent, I'd be doing it all the time, even though I've never been there. But hiya, Rita.
The irony is I would do the
Good
English.
to see you in. So Rita is William. Hello, William. I hope you're doing well. How's the weather over in Oregon? Good. And good to see you all come in. Rita, I hope you're doing well as well. Has Eric got you in the Eric, is she in the kitchen again? Hello, Richard. I hope you're doing well, Mr. Case.
I'm the one that cooks.
I hope you've had a good week, sir. And we have got, as you can see, we've got the lovely Catherine the Smurf Murphy in. And she's going to be giving us a rundown of basically who she is, what she does, and where she comes from, and all of that type of thing, all the good stuff we've got for you this evening. So, Catherine, very welcome to the show. Thank you ever so much for coming on. We really do appreciate it. And if you could be kind enough to give us a little bit of a chat or a little bit of an idea of what you do, who you are, and where you come from, that would be great. Hello, Mr. Studley.
Well, right. So I am Catherine, or Cat, whichever one you prefer. I will answer to both of them. I will also answer to "Hey, you with the face," but absolutely. But
you're gonna have to answer. You're gonna have to address people with "Hey, you with the 2 faces." There's enough of them over here.
Perfect.
Right, go on.
It's a goddamn work of art,
Catherine. Sorry.
You're fine. You're fine. So I am a paranormal investigator. I am the lead investigator in my team here in Georgia, United States. I am also the psychic medium on my team. I specialize in helping those who are occupying to cross over. I also do readings and all of that. Oh, I just got the notification. Sorry.
No, we're
Better
live.
late than never.
Yeah.
Oh, BT Dubs, did you know that we're live?
I don't even know what the year it is or day or anything, me. Sorry,
It's
Catherine.
okay. I often have to remind myself that I'm a human being. Anyway,
I sometimes do that and I'm not happy about it.
yes. I have 32 years of paranormal experience. The
Wow,
irony is
that's
I'm
good.
32 years old.
That's good. You don't look old enough.
She looks
I know,
young,
I'm
doesn't
32
she?
years old.
You look young, you do.
You do look young.
Well, thank
Hey,
you.
Catherine, can I just say, right, I've got news for your team,
What's
and
up?
I'm going to announce it here. So if anyone in your team is watching, prepare yourselves. She's leaving your team. She's joining ours when she comes
Yes.
to the UK. So we've got her. Okay, so sorry.
Way to
Myself,
shoot that horse
Eric,
directly in the face, Viv.
It's myself, Eric Viv, and Mr. William Becker. We're all going to start a new team.
Yeah.
And,
Christ on a
yeah.
cracker.
She's,
Yeah, so you often see me commenting on here. What?
oh, Sir William is in the house. Can we just say hello to Sir William?
Really?
Hello, Sir
Hello,
William.
Sir William of the Subby. I hope you're doing well, sir, and your good lady wife.
Yes. Sorry, carry on. I'll carry on doing my job.
Sorry, Catherine.
So you often hear me speaking about an experience that I had with the Fae.
Yes. Yes.
I
That's
told you-
one I'm really interested in.
Look, okay. I told you that I would tell you the story if I were to ever come on the show.
You did.
Yes.
So, I did. I'm a woman of my word. Wait. Yes, I'm a woman of my word.
Are you sure?
Wait.
I have,
Triple check.
I have no idea what
Yes, I'm a woman of my word. So I remember. Okay. Yeah. So before I, start that, I do need to let you know. Oftentimes, during the night, I tend to travel to what's called the fifth dimension. I don't know if you guys are aware of, what that is.
Yes.
Yes. Yeah. I pretty much live there at night now. So on my travels to the fifth one night, I found myself remarkably dehydrated. I'm talking, I was, if I decided to spit, a little flag would shoot out that says bang.
Dry.
Right. Dry. So I found a spring it was beautiful. It was underground, a bunch of roots and all of this just, in the actual water itself. So I knew that it was clean. I knew that it was safe to drink. So I grabbed a sip and I found myself taking glug after glug after glug of this water. Well, the following day, I lost my job. The day after that,
Wow.
hang on, we're not done. The day after that, I almost got arrested. The day after that, two of my friends were in a car accident. And then the day after that, then the day after that, part of my neighborhood was seriously struck by an F5 tornado.
Oh, fucking hell. Sorry, I shouldn't swear.
So what do you think? Do you think that was down? Do you think that they tricked you? Or do you think that they weren't happy that you didn't ask permission or what? What do you think caused that?
So what it was, hello.
Hi, Irene.
Hey, Irene, how are you? So what it was number one, I didn't ask permission. So I had to go to a location here in Georgia called Stone Mountain. And you can look it up. It's beautiful. There's actually yes, you are correct. Yes, you are correct. The F5 tornado is the top, top here. But we'll cover all of that momentarily. So I had to okay. The night after my friends got into that accident, I went to sleep. You know, I tried to figure out what it was that was going on. Why am I having this sort of luck? Did I piss someone off on the other side? What's happening? And as I'm trying to figure it out, I have a swarm of fae just bum rush me out of the ass crack of nowhere. It was marvelous, and I just kept hearing in my ear, "You stole the water. You stole the water. You stole the water," over and over again.
Ah.
So, even before I could figure out how to, reconcile with this, I woke up immediately. Like they were just they kicked me out of their place immediately. They didn't want to see me. They didn't want to hear from me. They didn't want anything. So the next night, right after the F5 hit, I went to sleep again. I went back over there and I asked them, what can I do to make this better? What can I do to, make it civil between us? And they said, we need a bottle of whiskey. And you're welcome. No trademark. Feel free to use.
That.
Yeah, so much.
Me too, Richard. Me too.
Nope, you're Sir William now.
Yeah, it'll always be a sir to me.
But so I went, I went over there. I talked to them. I let them know, listen, I'm willing to give you a brand new crystal clear quartz that I just got. And, a bottle of whiskey. I'll even open it for you. And I had to bring it to Stone Mountain and leave it in the woods where no one else was. And as soon as I did that, I fell, I went to sleep that night and I went back to that spring and one of the fae approached me with a leaf of this water. And as I'm sipping it now it's glowing.
Wow.
So, yes. Yeah, a light bluish kind of. Yeah. So, moral of the story, don't piss off the fae. They will screw with your life.
Never piss them off. Never piss them off. Yeah,
pretty big as well.
Absolutely. And people are told that time and time. I mean, in your instance, it was a mistake. But some people seem to do it. They know that they're going to get their asses cleaned, or they think that they're big and they try and push the boundaries with them, and they always end up on their ass. You're never going to get the benefit. You're never going to beat them. No way.
Can I ask, when you went and righted what the fae wanted, how were your friends after the accident? I mean, did they recover? Were they okay afterwards?
They did recover.
Good.
One of them had to go through, extensive therapy. But they're fine now. That was, oh my God, I think in 2012, I want to say. Hey, Sarah.
Right.
And but yeah, as of now, they're fine. I've since lost contact with them, and we're everything is good now. But yeah, I learned real quick.
Yeah,
real quick.
It can't turn around. It can turn around. It's instantaneous, isn't it? It can be like bang straight away. Crap turns.
Oh yeah,
it turns to crap. Everything turns to crap. But have you had any other run-ins with them that you did? Have you had any more run-ins with them, or any other run-ins with them? Whether they're beneficial, whether they're, whether it's been whatever kind of run-ins you've had with them, or whether it's been fine and friendly, or
quite a few actually. Like I said, I tend to travel to the Fifth just about nightly. I've had my encounters with the sea fae, with the wood fae, with the mountain fae. I think the mountain fae are the most rugged, though. Those are they don't say please or thank you, and they're
really
in your face.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's interesting, isn't it? It is interesting. So
Richard's
obviously
got a question.
Oh, sorry, yeah, Richard. Do you think some people see Fae and others don't?
It's very possible to
Good
see the
question.
Fae. It doesn't matter who you are. Number one, if you do want to see the Fae, like visually see them, you will have to leave an offering. Like I said, I left a bottle of whiskey. Now, one thing that you do need to be aware of is Fae are party animals. They will outdrink Thor and Dionysus combined. Don't play with them.
It's interesting. Yeah, sorry. You were saying sorry.
Oh yeah,
yeah. It's
yeah.
nice.
As soon as I gave that, oh yeah,
It's nice.
as soon
It's
as
nice,
I gave that crystal and that bottle, I mean, instantly it was, hey, you're a friend now. You can come and go as you please. You're good. But
most of your interactions are positive. You would say they're like on a friendly basis, and when you see them in the fifth, they're absolutely fine. Or
okay, so before I gave that bottle of whiskey to them, I would say that I didn't really have interactions with them, but since I did, and all Fae are connected with all other Fae, now I'm a friend of the Fae.
yeah, that's good. It's good. That's good.
I'm going to ask you a deep question, and I know Eric's
Okay.
thinking this. Do you think that all cryptids, and I'm going to use one in particular as an example, Bigfoot, do you think they are part of the Fae? Or is it something completely different?
Some are. I can't say that they all are. That's just no. For the skinny boys,
Yeah.
don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I won't say
Yeah,
it.
I'm looking at
I know
you,
who you're
Viv.
talking about.
I'm looking at you, Viv.
Yeah.
Don't
I
say
know
it,
it begins
Viv.
with W. It begins with W.
That's the
I
one.
know.
That's the one. That's the one. For those guys, if they are, I guess we can call it a mix between necromancers and witches.
Yeah. Yeah.
If I
That's
say
it.
that word, what's supposed to happen? Because nothing happened last time I said it.
They know exactly where you are, and eventually they will come and find you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
wish they'd come. We'd have a party.
Don't the Navajos?
You don't
the
want
Navajo
it.
refers to them as
I have a
witches, don't
barbecue in
they?
the back garden for them.
I wouldn't want to go. I wouldn't want to deal with them.
The fresh bloody hell, Viv.
Well, Eric's coming soon, so I'll say the word when he's here.
Isn't it? I think it's the
I wouldn't-
Navajo who call them witches, don't they? They refer to them as witches, don't they? I think.
Yes.
My question,
Originally, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Eric.
my question is more of, what if you see him as a child? You're not going to know it, give him alcohol, alcohol and crystal. So what happens then?
They're a bit more lenient for people who aren't able to get that stuff. They will accept just gifts. One of the people that I used to talk to ended up giving them a little piece of candy, and to this day she's still friends with them. So I mean, it's So I mean, it's
Just to go.
it's okay, Irene.
I hope you're
you
okay,
are,
Irene.
Irene.
I hope those
Hope you're okay.
earthquakes aren't playing out too bad in Japan. I hope you're safe. Stay safe.
Just
Right.
quickly, I'm going to go to the chat because we got some.
Yes, sorry, yeah.
But
Oh,
my question
dude.
was more about.
Oh, Mary asked, do you leave sorry, Eric, do you leave an offering every time?
Oh no, I
No.
didn't,
Luckily, when it comes to the Fae, you only have to leave an offering one time, unless, of course, you mess up in some way, shape, or form. And then, oftentimes I do. But if you do have to leave an offering, a bottle of whiskey, even one of those tiny little guys, will be more than sufficient.
So can you see Faye when you're not going into the fifth, when you're just walking around in everyday life? Can you see them then?
Sometimes I have.
I think that's what I saw when I was a child out in the woods all the time.
I
Yeah.
agree, Richard.
Um,
Yeah,
oh yeah.
nothing wrong with being a hard skeptic. That's fine.
Oh,
Nothing
wow,
wrong with
Bill's
that.
Hello,
in the chat.
Bill.
Hi, Bill, where have you been? We've missed you.
Yeah, in fact,
some-
I'm going to turn my back on you now, Bill. You've annoyed me by not
Well,
talking to us.
Well-
somebody has to miss him, I suppose.
See,
I'll turn him out of the face you now, Bill. You're
I
forgiven.
always grew up by myself, and I was always in the woods by myself, and my abilities were open at the time before I closed them down. And I think that's what I saw, but I wouldn't have known to give them anything because I'm just like, what is that? You know?
Well, you're a child, aren't you? I
Yeah.
suppose you wouldn't. Necromancer.
Necromancer.
Yes. Necromancer.
That's a good word.
Yes. They
It is
are
good word.
1012% real. You see them in voodoo all the time.
I always, when I go into the woods, and
I
I don't have dealings with them, but when I go into the woods, I always make sure that I will
They
leave
do.
some sweets or food or something, just to thank. Especially if I'm taking something, I will never take from a living tree or a living plant. But if I take something that's dead or fallen, I'll always leave something. I used to leave when I had long hair. I used to leave locks of hair for them.
Oh yeah.
Don't forget,
Yeah.
Native Americans, well, my guide at least, he always talks about returning tobacco to the earth and giving tobacco. Why tobacco, I have no idea. But he also talks about giving that to the ancestors. And it's something that I've actually done for him. And that's not even Fae related. So
Yes.
it's deep-rooted
When
in
it comes to-
something, isn't it?
Nature, I would think.
Yes. Yes. Tobacco was, at the time, a very seriously expensive plant.
Mhm.
It was very valued to the Navajo and to really all other Indians who lived around the tobacco fields. So, giving tobacco back to the earth is kind of your way of saying, I'm not here to cause any trouble. I'm not here to, step on any toes. I'm here simply to give back. Here's what I've got.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
he also says to give, and this is a real weird slant on it. He always says to me to give back to my fellow brothers and sisters. So give something to them, whether it's a smile, help, whatever it is that they need. Every now and
Yes.
again, he stops to remind me to give something back.
And I actually have a story with that as well. So
Dude,
It's really
let's
hard
hear
to-
it, please.
right, exactly. So when I was about 14, 15, roughly in that area, I was reenacting the French and Indian War with my grandfather, and we were of course on the French side, and we had a whole bunch of Indians around us, and all these Native Americans were from reservations, like these were Native Americans. And, the only reason that I couldn't partake in some of their accepting rituals is because I was 14.
Oh, right, okay.
But when it comes to the Navajo, the Cherokee, the Creek, the Chippewa, and I believe the Kickapoo, all of those, I'm a friend to. Still to this day, I'm a friend to them. Right now, I could call them up at any time and be like, "Hey, so you want to help me move a car?" And yeah, on the way. BRB.
Just good people. Are they?
Wow.
So what are they like? If you want to deal with them if you want to go to them for sort of, I don't know, advice or spiritual advice or advice about something that is more their neck of the woods, like the skinny boys. If you want to go to them for information with that, are they willing to talk? Are they very reluctant to even open dialogue with it?
They will talk to you, but they will sound exactly like someone who has died or someone who for a fact is not around you. Oftentimes, they will
really?
sound exactly like you. Yes.
So
Yes.
That's interesting, isn't it?
Dan, we need
A
an
lot
appointment
of-
with one Nietzsche.
Yeah.
Absolutely
definitely.
not. Don't do it. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, if you value your limbs and your life, don't do it. Don't do it.
Oh,
You
I'm
have more to
not.
live
I'm
for.
going to get Viv to
Don't
do it.
Don't do
All the
it.
time we're there, I'll be whispering, this is Viv wants to do this. Is nothing to do with me.
Guess what? I'm bringing Eric with me. Me and Eric will go together because we're
Eric,
tough.
he don't care. Eric, he's the
I'll
brave
do it.
one, Eric.
Yeah, we're going to Colombia together. He's
Well,
going to
there
be
you
my
go then.
henchman, so we'll be
There you go
fine.
then. So Bill's got an interesting point.
I
there.
know.
Let me just put it up.
Sorry. Yeah.
Okay, so a few things that you need to be aware of when it comes to what?
The Cherokee are a family of their own.
That's
not related
true.
To the other indigenous, the Cherokee was not part of the Mongo. I did not know that.
Yeah, that's true.
That's interesting. I didn't know that.
So one thing that you need to be aware of with the skinny boys is that if you do want to interact with them, it comes with a price.
Yeah.
It comes with a steep price, huge price.
That's all right.
You will not leave with all of your. You. It is guaranteed you will not leave with all of your limbs.
We'll sacrifice somebody. Dad.
Eric.
You're welcome to sacrifice. You're welcome to
Nothing will come on
sacrifice
me.
who or whatever you want, but you yourself are not leaving with all of your limbs.
It says, you tell somebody like, I'm going to sacrifice Dan. Like, we don't want that. We want something good. We don't want.
I don't know. He does have that pretty smile. They might like him.
I think that they.
Dan, be quiet a minute.
I want to ask you a question.
Sorry, Eric. Go on, mate. Sorry,
Go on,
Eric.
Eric. Go on,
Okay,
Eric.
there were little black creatures going up and down trees. I don't know what they were.
Squirrels, Eric.
No, they weren't squirrels. I didn't see a black squirrel until I was 22.
No, Dan.
So little black creatures up that tree. What do they look like?
They were just really weird black things going up and down trees.
Did they
Is that
have
what you saw as a
legs?
kid?
Those are a
Huh?
member of the Fae.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I saw.
Yeah.
They're just little. They're like, well, I don't know if you can tell, but they're like maybe a foot and a half long.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Little Japanese soot
Sprites.
fairies, aren't they? Yeah, little soot fairies.
So
No.
those are a member of the
That's
Fae.
quite
They're a
big.
bit more hostile. They're a bit more hostile, but only when you trying to interact with them. As long as you leave them alone, they're fine. They're not going to bug you.
Yeah, I left them alone, but I didn't. I was a child and didn't know what they were at the time. So.
Ooh, Eric, you're
I know that they exist from an experience I had as a kid in the woods, like you, Eric, in the woods, and I had an experience, and it wasn't a member. It was I suppose you would call it a member of the Fae. Well, a member of the Fae. It wasn't a person member of the Fae, but it was a creature that I saw, and I never ever told anybody, and I've always sworn I'd never tell anybody because it sounds so mad and mental that people. Have I told you?
Yeah.
Have I?
Oh,
yeah.
I've always said I would never tell anybody because it sounds so mental that that people would not believe it. No matter what the most craziest thing could tell people. If I told people I saw one of these, they'd go, no. And I saw it during the day, and I was with other kids. They never saw it.
Crazy anyway.
Well, that's true. Yeah. And I'll tell you where we were. We were down
You're
in a
sweet,
hollow.
man.
We were down this hollow, and I looked up, and I saw it, and it was standing there, and it had its head up, and it was just sort of sniffing or looking at the branch of this tree, and then it pulled its head down, and it looked at me, and it was one of the most beautiful things I've ever seen, ever. And I've always...
That's called a familiar.
Yeah. Is it a familiar, really? But this thing was... What if I'd say it was a very special kind of horse?
Yeah, I believe you.
And the one thing that I saw, and it was coming from his forehead, and it was, that was what... I mean, and this thing wasn't... where we were in this hollow, there was no animals around. There was no... I mean, there was obviously animals in the woods and stuff. But there was no creatures around like this. There was no horses. There was no mules, no donkeys, nothing. And this was on what is considered to be property belonging to the, I suppose, the water board, electricity board, and what have you. So this is pretty close to urbanisation, but it was a pocket of woodland, maybe, I don't know, 10 acres that was stuck in the middle of nowhere. And it just completely, I still can't get my head around it today. But I know that I saw this thing and I looked at it and it just brought its head down and looked towards me. None of the other kids saw it.
Mm.
I don't know if that was, I don't know what it, I mean, I've got no reason for it. I don't know what it was. But that, ever since then, I think that was one of the things that I always liked the Fae, but that was one of the things that really pulled me in, I think.
So you guys see really nice stuff. I've only ever seen bad stuff growing up, you know, and it was frightening.
Dear sweet, my very first memory ever is meeting a demon face to face. You're among friends.
Oh, good then. That's all right then. I'm on my own.
Yes, Dan.
So what was that? Tell us the story about the. Can you tell us the story about the demon, Catherine? Or
okay, so when I was about 3 years old, and yes, to this day, I still remember it like it was yesterday. My mother had a friend that, you know, she would often drop me off with to watch me while she went to work. This friend lived in a building sort of apartment-esque situation where, you know, it was closed off. You couldn't see, you know, through. Think New York.
Right. Yeah.
There she is. So one day, I go over there. She and I are having a lot of fun. We're playing. We're watching Disney movies. I have my toys spread out all over her floor. And, you know, it comes to the time where she gets a phone call and my mother is saying, hey, I'm about to be on the way home to, you know, so come on and drop my daughter off. We're good. And so, you know, I get my stuff. I load it all up. And, you know, we're starting to walk out the door and I'm the very first one out. So as I'm turning around to see this, I'm going to call her Auntie for the purpose of this story. When I turn around to see this, Auntie has the key in the door, not turned, but just in there, and she's staring at it, but she's staring at it in a way that looks like she's looking at the face of the devil himself. So she has the most horrified expression that you can possibly imagine. And mind you, I'm 3 years old at this point, so I take one look at this and, you know, immediately start to back up, like, what in the holy fresh hell is happening? And that's when I start to hear the lights from behind me start to explode.
Whoa.
One by one, they're getting closer and closer. One by one, they're just going pop, 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 pop. And I turn around and I see, you know, that the hallway is now pitch black. And, you know, my eyes start to adjust or start to get a sense of what's going on. There's a window that's right beside Auntie's apartment with street lights that are shining in. So I'm looking at Auntie, and I turn around and I see all these lights exploding as they're getting closer and closer until the light that's just above but diagonal from me explodes. And the glass almost cut the hell out of me, and it was fun. So I turn around, I look down the hall, and as my eyes are adjusting, I start to hear scratching from down the hall. But it's on all walls. It's on the roof, it's on the ceiling, it's on the left wall, the right wall, and the floor. And while this is happening, I don't have the ability to take my eyes off it. And I'm standing there, and this huge dog-like creature, I don't want to call it, one of the skinny boys, because there's no way in hell it was. It was big and muscular, and it had fingers that were easily 3 feet long. Yeah, the teeth in that thing were like needles, but there were thousands of them in this thing's mouth. The eyes were the eyes were a shade of red that to this day I've yet to see. And the hallway fills with a smell of burning flesh and sulfur.
Wow.
So, yeah, I'm talking, it is pungent. So I am looking at this thing, and it's, scratching the walls. And as it's moving forward towards me, it's, leaving this trail of scratch marks just on all 4 sides. And when I see it, when I make eye contact with it, I start to back up, with my back towards Auntie, and I end up running into her. Well, that startles me out of my little trance, and I turn around, and at this point, Auntie is looking directly at me, still with her hand on the key, and she's just looking at me like I'm now the devil. But her jaw is wide open. She's got tears pouring down her eyes. It's like she doesn't have the ability to blink or move or react. And she's just looking at me. Yeah. So, of course, I, take one look at Auntie, and again, start to back up away from her, because I don't know which one is more terrifying, this thing that's coming towards me, or Auntie's face that looks like that she's, look like she's about to devour my soul. Yeah. So, as I'm backing up, I run into this wall of matted fur. And, I don't want to turn around at this point. I, put my hand down right by my side.
Yeah.
And then 4 fingers, again, ridiculously long, come around my shoulder, and they're like down this away. I don't even know how to describe it. And then I hear this thing breathing in my ear. And all it says was, "It's not time yet. I'll come soon." And right when he said that, all the lights came back on, and I heard Auntie lock the door, and she was just like, "Okay, kid, you ready to go? Let's do this." I'm sitting there like, what?
So no recollection whatsoever from Auntie, nothing, just...
No recollection whatsoever. It was an experience that I brought up to her several years down the line, and she had no idea what I was talking about.
Probably blocked it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Or maybe she wasn't supposed to see.
I don't know. She was looking at me the entire time, and the door, so shit.
Something possessed her as well at the same point. So what do you think the reason for that was? What do you think the message was? Or do you think there's a particular reason for it? Or why was that? Why was it there? Or is it just one of those things that...
That is a great question, and I've been asking that question for...
Yeah.
Oh my God, how long?
Yeah.
So, let's find out together.
It's odd, isn't it? It's odd.
Eric, you're going to Savanah. You're going to Savanah to go to Auntie's place to find out what this is, Eric.
See, I know we talk about religion and stuff like that a lot. I'm not a big believer in the Almighty God, but I do know for a fact that your soul does not belong to you, so it can't take what it doesn't own.
That's the true point, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, sir.
Yeah.
I'm just throwing that out there.
But you don't own your own soul, so.
No. No, you can't give away what isn't yours, can you? That's the thing, isn't it? You know, it belongs to whatever your divinity is. It belongs to that, you know.
What if your divinity is yourself? I believe in
Well,
myself.
you can do it to yourself. But
you can, well,
Well, that's an entirely different story, my dear.
it is. It is. It is. At the end of the day, we don't know, do we? It's just.
What if
I know
what
that
if
we don't.
you are
Like
the
Eric, I
demon?
know we don't own it. You what? Sorry.
Is that
What if you are the demon? And that's a part of you that
I'm
you're
not?
projecting outwardly, and you're seeing yourself.
What if part of all of us?
Well,
what
the
if
thing
all of
is
us got
that-
part demon?
Yeah.
Well, the thing is that even if Auntie didn't, remember what happened, those scratch marks on the walls, floor, and ceiling were still there.
Woohoo!
Did she not even
Oh,
mention those then at the time, or
no.
I did.
didn't?
I did.
And she said nothing.
Should
Or
I did. No, Auntie's response was, I don't know. It may have been the kids with a pocket knife or something. I don't know.
that's one laid back person, isn't it?
I know.
That's one laid back woman. That's
Yeah.
one laid back person. That really is.
Who are you trying to tell?
Something team should be great.
Scared the absolute butt nuggets out of me, man. Oh my god.
Oh dear.
Who have we got, Eric?
Oh, there's a few things coming. Yeah. Do you want to put them up, Dan?
Yeah, what have we got? Oh, sorry, let me start where I start. Evening, guys. Hi, hi, Sven. Sorry, Sven. Missed you. Sorry. Hello now. Sorry, let me start with Bill. And where is this going to come back and want us a limb? Oh, so Eric was doing some good stuff. Got to love Mother Nature. There you go.
Too young to do good.
That's Siobhan or Rose. Sounds like Eric was doing gyms on weed. What's gyms on weed?
What is Jibs on weed?
It's like Vision Quest, but no, I was too young. I was 10, 11 years old at the time.
Sorry,
So
my
you were
dog.
quite an older child, older sort of kid though.
Well, I didn't know what marijuana was or drugs were, I should say. Sorry about the marijuana thing. Until I was 18. So.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
It's not a bad thing. I've been able to see some interesting things while spirit traveling, or spirit quest, or whatever you like to call it. Wandering behind the little animals, and he says peace and light. Bill, I hope you're doing well, buddy.
Yeah.
Oh, Ned. Hi, Ned.
Ned's from
Good morning,
Australia.
I hope
Whoop,
you're
whoop.
doing great. Yeah, I hope you're
Ned.
feeling better, Ned.
Ned, we got to say good day, mate.
G'day,
Perfect.
Ned.
G'day,
That is the
mate.
worst Australian accent, mine, is it?
I like spooks.
Hello, mate.
And
How
we
are
have got
you?
young Terence. Hello, Terry. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Don't worry, sit
Terence
down, have
is
a cup
on.
of tea, solves everything. It
Yep.
does. So yeah, that's interesting. That's interesting. Have you got any more questions, Eric? I know you had a few. You were thinking of some, were you?
Mm.
No, I've lost it now.
Nico Sharp. I saw a giant blue rat doing an Elvis impression once. Nico.
That was cool. Nico, that was part
That-
of the Blue
that's
Man
called
group.
acid.
That was.
Glad to hear
That's
it,
called
Ned. Hope you're
acid.
feeling good.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's interesting, isn't it, on these interactions with these beings, and I don't know. I mean, you've
again,
had
I-
a fair few experiences yourself, then, haven't you, with
I
these?
think as well is it depends how you react at the time, because sometimes you feel absolute fear and dread. Other times it's like, oh, whatever, and it's by surprise every time. So I'm wondering, are the Fae like that with you? It's like sometimes it's whatever, sometimes it's horrible. Like they're doing nothing wrong, but you just get that feeling that they're,
What, the feeling of dread sort of thing?
yeah.
So there are Fae who do give off that sort of energy. But for the most part, when I see Fae, it's just kind of like, oh God, well, there you are, hello, and then go about my
Yeah.
business.
Mm.
Yeah, it's odd. Isn't it? And where you come from, down south, there's an awful lot of
Me?
I don't know what woo stuff, isn't there? Like what do you call it? Like
Woo-woo, that's a cocktail.
I don't know, what would you call it? People practice certain things, don't they? Like they practice, some people in their cultures, they'll practice
Voodoo.
voodoo, and others like hoodoo, and all of those type of
That's
things.
in
Aren't they? Then other
Louisiana,
people got their
mostly.
own.
Yeah, that's mostly in Louisiana. Specifically Nolans. Say it right, I don't say it.
Nolans, yeah.
Yeah. It's not New Orleans, it's Nolans.
Nolans, yeah.
Nolans.
Perfect. Well done.
Sounds a bit like the Nolans.
No.
Similar.
Nico.
Isn't that
Yeah,
in Louisiana?
there's quite a few of them.
Isn't that where you know the famous film and book The Exorcist is where it all
That was actually
started?
New York.
But did it not sort of it originates in Louisiana to start with? If my memory serves me right.
No. Yeah.
Well, The Exorcist.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought it was New York, wasn't it? I might be wrong. I don't know.
That's New York, babe.
I thought it was a Louisiana boy that started in Louisiana.
Very, 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 very few paranormal movies come out of Louisiana. Most of the time, they're either from Savannah, Georgia, or Massachusetts, Pennsylvania, or New York. A lot of them are from New York, like Amityville, New York. But yeah, that if you do find one that's from Louisiana, it's mostly about like Cajun junk. So
Yeah.
I know two. Don't remember the name of either one of them, but I do know two movies that I've seen from that area, Louisiana.
Interview with the Vampire is one.
No, both. One was a snake one, and
sorry, with a what vampire?
Interview with the Vampire.
That was awful.
No.
Film.
That is not what you said, and you know it.
What did you say?
What did I say?
You said interview with a wet vampire.
Oh, wet vampire. You can have one.
He's not dry. That vampire's not dry. I don't know what to tell you.
I'd expect nothing less from Viv.
It just took a dip in the Mississippi. It was all right.
Oh, Nico, I'm loving the reference there.
What babe?
Great film. Remind me of the Babe. What Babe?
You do.
The Babe with the power.
Hoodoo.
You do.
Hi, Noreen. Don't worry. You can watch it back.
Yeah, no worries.
Noreen. I hope you're all good.
That's my favorite movies of all time.
It's
What's
great
that,
film,
Babe?
isn't it? Great movie.
Babe?
Yes.
Labyrinth. Babe,
Well, I say that, but I'm also wearing a Harry Potter shirt.
Oh, there you go
Before.
There you go.
I'm a Lord
Ned
of the
asks,
Rings
have you
fan over
had-
Harry
Have you
Potter.
got photos of them?
Yes.
You have?
What in your car?
Excellent.
Oh.
You did what? Yeah.
What's that? Oh, I missed that. Sorry.
Oh,
I'm a
sorry.
bit
Let me
slow
put it up
tonight.
again.
Oh, wait. Can or have you got a photo of them? I'll have to look. It's possible. I haven't in years, though. But
We've got the lovely Catherine Murphy on tonight, and we're chatting about all things woo-woo, as I like to say. We're chatting about all sorts of stuff. Maybe Faye, stuff like that, Noreen. Ned, you asked that question. I apologise for not getting back to you sooner.
Sorry. We just talk about all sorts of things. We want to know everything about Catherine because she's got so many stories.
Oh, there's lots of stuff. There's lots of different, what do you call it, strings to Catherine's bow.
You know, we do need a part 2, don't you, Catherine?
Definitely.
I would say so. Yeah, I would say so.
We've not even got onto the spooky bits yet with you.
I know. We need another. We definitely need Catherine. You need to come back.
We need her for a
I
month,
guess I'm
I think.
Please, that'd be
Mom,
great. We'd
Jesus,
love
let's
to
do
see you
this.
back. Oh, okay. So
Get it all up in there and do that.
can the public see them when you find them? If okay.
Like I said, you would have to probably leave an offering, but yes.
There you
go. She meant the photos.
Oh, bless you, Rita. Thank you.
Then yes.
Oh, Rita's lovely.
Well, thank you. I certainly try.
Oh, we started off talking about my corns.
Wait, what?
Corns. Dan, this is not Children of the Corn, you know. This
Children
is
of the Corns.
it's not.
And Sarah says
Definitely come back.
Sarah, I'm here every
I
week,
would
you know what?
definitely come.
We're all in
Yeah.
love.
You did what in your
Everyone's
cup, Eric?
take pictures.
I said we're all in love with Sarah.
Sarah, yeah. Definitely come back.
Oh
There you go.
yeah. I will come back, Sarah.
Uh-oh. Catherine, I better warn you, we got Spider-Man in the chat.
Hello,
Okay.
Jay. How you doing? You
Well, knowing is half the battle.
He's a bit simple.
He is. He is.
Jamie's a bit simple and he likes a
He
dribbly
is.
Coke.
He does.
Brilliant.
Once swapped a cow for some magic beans on his way to market. He did that, boy.
You'll have to meet Jay one day, Catherine. You'll love him. You just rip the shit out of him.
Yeah, oh
We
yeah.
do.
He's the cheek of it.
The cheek of it. Oh dear.
Don't you start having to go at me, Jamie. You're half work now. They've let they've let half of them out. You've got no work to do anymore.
Dan, remember, we're going to fold him up while fold his clothes while he's still wearing
Still
them.
wearing them, fold his clothes up while he's still wearing them.
We're going to fold
Perfect.
his clothes up, but he's still wearing
Absolutely.
them.
So
He
Ned
thinks he's tough,
says,
isn't he?
Yes.
I think this might be for next time, Ned. So will you show the photos? I don't understand the offering.
Oh, you don't. Okay. So the offering can be anything that you think that they would like that, you don't want to lose, but you can afford to, if that makes sense. For example, when I got that crystal, I had just purchased it like the day before. And
Wow.
that was, just to see if I could regulate this energy that was storming around me.
Yeah.
And I had to give it to them because as soon as they saw that crystal, they fell in love with it. So I gave that to them and the bottle of whiskey. Now, mind you, when I gave the bottle of whiskey, it was a full-size bottle. But I mean, if you want to give them, a bouquet of flowers or, a piece of candy or even a strand of your hair, all of that is acceptable.
Yeah.
So there you go,
I'm
Ned.
too scared to give him my hair.
Also, Nico, good. Thanks for this, Nico. Exorcist was based on the real-life possession of a young boy in Missouri. The boy's name was Roland Doe.
Missouri. Okay, I was thinking it was New York. That was my mistake.
So
You're
did
right.
I. Sorry, thanks, Nico.
Roland Doe transpires it wasn't his real name. It was a name that was given
Game
to
on
him
will
to
be on.
protect his identity.
Oh, this is like Rita. There you go.
Yeah.
So yes, with
Yeah, but Jamie, Dan wants a fight with you now, so
Girls, both pretty.
Ned says, "Why do you have to do this for a photo?" I think we've got cross turns there, Ned. I think
No. No, you don't have to do that for a photo. That's, just if you want to be on good terms with them. Now, to be on good terms with them, you would still, have to ask permission to take a photo. And, if they decide to not be okay with it, then they're going to disappear and not show up in the photo, or they're going to show up as a glare. So you'll find that a lot if you try to do that. But for the most part, if you do, want to take a photo of them, it is very possible to have them show up. In fact, I wonder if I still have that picture of. No, I can't look at that right now. I did manage to catch one, oh my God, years ago. And, I got almost the full profile of the Fae itself.
wow.
that's cool. That's very
So,
cool.
Yeah.
That's cool.
William says,
Yeah,
just
William.
Sir William says, don't believe in TV land. to be
Sir
honest.
William.
TV land, blah, blah, TV land, to be honest. Okay.
Okay.
That's Rose. I don't know, Ned. It was way back, mate. Sorry.
It's
Oh,
interesting,
yeah.
isn't it?
Yeah. Like I
It's
said, if I
interesting.
can find it, I'll show you guys.
What was you
But
saying,
I
Eric?
haven't seen it in years.
Eric,
Oh,
what was you saying?
Oh,
no,
Ned.
same thing. It was talking about the photo.
Ah,
Whatever
right,
you
okay.
have.
Yes. Well, Dan, I think here's an idea
you,
for you,
Viv?
Dan. Yes. You should have Catherine in the weird room as well.
Yeah, definitely.
The weird one.
Definitely. Yes, we'll get
Yeah.
Catherine in the weird
Catherine,
room.
can you do weird?
Hey,
Come on, she's one of us, isn't she? Of course she does weird.
She's
does
a bit
bugging
weird,
about
isn't she?
with.
She does a bit
Viv
weird.
asked me a serious question.
Well, the thing is, you fit in too well, so I think, Dan, you should get her on a guest
Oh,
as a
yeah,
guest of the
Catherine, we've got
weird
to get you
room.
in the weird room, please, at some point. Definitely. Definitely. We can have a whole show about the Fae. Definitely. Because I know that Tim
Don't
Tim
threaten me
loves
with
the
a good
Fae.
time, Van.
Tim loves the Fae as much as I do. Eric loves the Fae, don't you, Eric?
yep.
So, yeah, so it'd be great to get. I mean, with us three, it'd be nice to get somebody on who knows what they're talking about, wouldn't it, Eric?
Especially before I come over there and start looking for them.
Yeah, you make sure you get over here. So, when are you over? Next
August of next year.
Okay, cool.
Oh, nice.
Catherine, save up, get a ticket, come over, and you can stay with us. It's not a problem.
Stay away from the dungeon.
We don't have dungeons
Swear.
here because we're posh. We're not like those ruffians from Scotland that can't
I'm-
even speak.
I'm a
we don't have
Scandinavian.
dungeons. We have oubliettes.
My grandmother is full-blooded Scotland.
Oh, is
Is
she?
She actually is, yeah.
Is she
Did
still
she
in
move over to the
Scotland?
States? Was it one of her children that moved over?
She moved over and came through Ellis Island with her husband, who
did
at the
she?
time
So
was... Go ahead.
So she was like a proper settler there then?
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
Yeah, she came
Her name
over
must be
in
the
search
book.
of a new and better life.
Her name must be in the
She
book
is
then,
still
mustn't it?
here. Yeah.
She's still
Oi!
there.
Oi, Beverly.
Whereabouts?
She's here.
Oh, whereabouts, Catherine?
Whereabouts in
She
Scotland?
was... Oh, God. Hold on now. I know that my grandfather is from Biggin Hill.
Oh, is he?
Biggin Hill's not Scotland,
Oh.
is it?
No, Bingham's just around the corner, isn't it, from us?
Yeah. My grandfather is from... Okay, so let me rephrase that. He grew up in Biggin Hill. He's from Ireland, hardcore Irish. But he grew up in Biggin Hill. My grandmother, shit. For the life of me, I don't know.
Blimey, Catherine, you're one of us.
I'm gonna have to ask her.
It's got Celtic roots.
I was
yeah.
trying to warn her about that, William. I'm trying to warn her about that.
It's all going to the dogs over
So,
here.
Catherine, you're one of us then, actually.
You are.
I might as well be. Shit.
You're one of us. Nice to have people
I mean,
who can show proof of what they're chatting about.
Mm-hmm.
It is, Ned. It is.
Yeah.
It is, Ned.
Well, we're coming to the end of the show, guys. So, Catherine, we're going to get you back on. So, I'm going to send you some dates to choose from. So, just come on whenever you want to come on.
And I'll send you a message from the weird room.
Yes.
That'd be great,
Perfect.
please.
And
I am friends with you, Dan. I think I'm fairly certain I'm friends with you on Facebook.
You are, yeah.
Okay.
And Eric.
And Eric.
I am. Hi, Eric. I haven't said hi to you today. How are you?
He's the strong but silent type.
He is.
Yeah. Unless, of
bless you,
course, he's
Sarah.
running the show.
Bless you, Sarah, as always. Thank you.
Jay said,
Good.
maybe not Daniel.
Maybe not Daniel.
We love the Daniel. He's precious and adorable.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
Precious. Yeah, but he's precious like Gollum in Lord of the Rings.
Don't cloud the issue with facts. But no, we
Take
love
it over,
him.
mate. Thanks, Roger. Take care, Ned. And Ned, look after yourself. Take it easy.
Yes. Well, we're going to be back.
Have a good one, Ned.
Dan's going to be back tomorrow night in the Weird Room with Eric talking
Young
about.
We've got a guest on tomorrow night. That we have. Eric and myself are in the dark a bit. Tim's arranged it. Seems like a nice enough young lady. I'd never met the woman before, spoke to her, but yeah. So me and Eric don't know, but yeah, tune in tomorrow. It's Catherine. Tune in tomorrow night, and it'll be Catherine every week soon. Watch, we're gonna get her on every week.
Get her on the show.
Get her on the show.
Get her to
Yeah,
have her own show.
we're gonna have her on the show as a
There you go.
dimension. Yeah. So what you
Yeah,
talking
has,
about, Gollum?
he has a permanent. There you go.
Nothing wrong with Gollum. Gollum actually is it's a Jewish demon, isn't it? I think
That he's beautiful. And he's just
Gollum.
gorgeous. He's a goddamn work of art, and I love him. Oh my god.
Oh my god. And you've been drinking the coffee?
Coffee?
It's the coffee. We don't talk about the coffee, all right?
Someone get with the doctor. I think she's had a stroke.
Does anyone else smell burnt toast?
Burnt toast?
Yeah.
I can smell piss and biscuits. I can smell piss and biscuits.
Smell it is, but as my mine said when I said, "Oh, I think I'm having a stroke," he went, "Smell steam, steam and burnt toast and stuff." You meant to be able to smell.
With this. I don't know. Hang on, just a quick question before we go. Right, I want to know: isn't the universe supposed to smell like burnt coffee?
Violets.
In space.
Violets, I heard. But no,
I
it might be
heard
burnt
burnt
coffee.
coffee.
Burnt coffee's a nice smell.
I don't think
It is though.
I love coffee.
I'd rather smell chocolate.
There we go.
No, I'll go for.
I don't know.
I'll go
Burnt
for coffee.
coffee kind of sounds different.
Burnt coffee smell. Oh, imagine the universe smell of burnt coffee. That's cool. I'd like the idea.
That
of
is
that.
cool.
I'd like the idea
Kind
of
of
that.
awesome.
I heard violets or something, but yeah,
that's only most incredibly fucking awesome.
And the one thing you need to learn tonight is don't listen to anything I say because it will be wrong. So
And same here. Same here too. But listen to Catherine.
Spectacular.
You listen to Catherine and Eric. Nobody, not me and Viv. Just don't listen to me and Viv.
Well,
That's a lot of pressure. Don't do that. I don't make good decisions.
Me and Viv are one person short for Stooges, being the Stooges.
But Eric's a man of few words, so when he does say something, you need to listen.
He does.
It's true, isn't it, Eric?
Wait, no. Wait a minute. That one. Okay, there we go.
That's it.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah,
So,
I had to figure it out because in my head I'm pointing at it that way, but he's going.
I have trouble with it. I'm terrible, and I've been doing it for years.
Yeah, we're good. Things are good.
Eric,
Oh.
Eric, quickly, pick my nose, Eric.
Eric, touch it.
No, that's the wrong way.
That way. Hey, that's good.
So anyway, the boys are back tomorrow. And the Freaky Friday show is back on Friday night as per normal. And I think this Saturday there is a guest on the first Saturday of the month. So yes, there'll be a guest on William's show on Saturday night. Monday the Dark Mirror boys are back, and some of us are back next Tuesday along on the
I think I'm
Network.
back. Am I back next Tuesday? I think I'm in next Tuesday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, cool. Thanks, Eric.
I don't know, my sheet's gone.
That's not where K9's long, madam.
What are we talking about, Eric? I can't remember. I didn't see the end of the show.
Okay.
You are so far up my ass, you're tasting my teeth. Oh, sorry.
UFOs in the UK.
Oh.
Who's that? When's that? Who's talking about that and when? Sorry, who's talking about
next
that?
Tuesday on the
sorry, that was
UFOs again.
Let's see it. Hang on. Oh, nope. Okay. Her.
Where is she? Oh,
that's a K9.
Cute.
Yeah, she was trying to be within me.
Oh, they're like that. They're like that. They're like,
Dan's one jumps into bed with him.
oh yeah.
We're talking
No,
about
but she's like 112 years old, so she doesn't see her here. So,
Oh, bless her. 12?
oh no, she's like 1,012. What?
Oh, how old is she then?
Ah, working on 22 years.
oh,
Really?
Really?
That's cool.
Wow.
Isn't it? That's cool.
Wow.
I bet she's a sweetheart, isn't she?
She has no teeth, so yeah, she just gums you to death.
so it's dry. Coffee's nice.
Coffee is a nice smell. You're not wrong, sir.
It is. It's a lovely smell. It is. Well, probably up there one of my favourite smells, actually. Coffee.
mhm.
That is. I should wear a belt around you.
Right. We are going to love and leave you all. But for the people in the chat, can I just thank each and every one of you? Thank you for your questions and your input. Without you, we can't do this show. So lots of love to you all. Thank you very much. And we will be back next week. And well, I might just have another surprise for you. You never know.
That'd be
So
cool.
take care, everyone, and we'll speak to you soon. Bye, everyone.
Stay safe. Have a good weekend and a good week ahead, and just look after each other.
Don't tell me how to live my life.
Jamie, you can piss off.
Perfect.